And good evening, everyone. Welcome into the 17th Telethon for Hope with the Housing Assistance Corporation. I'm Matt Pitta, the Director of Communications with the Davenport Companies. And we've been coming to you here for so many years now, as we said, the 17th Annual Telethon for Hope. And we know that this year has been unlike any other. It doesn't look like anything we're used to, that's for sure. But one thing is for sure, the need out there across the Cape and the islands has been unprecedented this year as part of the COVID-19 crisis. And so things are going to look a little bit different here tonight. As you can see, we're not broadcasting from our usual palatial studios at the Cape Cod Community Media Center. I'll be co-host Elisa Magnato with Hack in just a couple of moments. There's Elisa.
Hi.
Good evening, Elisa. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Excellent. I was saying that, things look a lot different this year. We're not in our usual studio. So we are actually each doing the socially distant, proper thing here. I think you're in your house.
I'm at my house in Orleans.
So interesting thing. So I'm here at my house in Harwichport, and I realized I put a nice fire in the background over here, which that way.
Yeah.
So, but then I realized that I'm going to step aside for half a second. I'm actually sitting in front of a real fireplace. So
but you've got the virtual one because we're in COVID days and everything is virtual right now.
So I figured we've got the virtual fireplace in the background, and
I like it.
It actually, this virtual fireplace actually it's crackling in the background like a real fire. So, and you've got a beautiful tree over there at your house. It looks great.
It's also fake.
Well, we've got a big night coming up here. 2 hours of amazing programming here at the 17th Annual Telethon for Hope. And as I opened it up, Elisa, I said, things don't look as they used to right now, but the need is immense right now. Give us a little snapshot of what's been happening over the last 9 or so months with the Housing Assistance Corporation.
So I do miss the hustle and bustle though of the regular telethon, right? With the callers behind us and lots of activity around. This pandemic has really demonstrated the link between housing and healthcare and the link between housing and our economy. For those of us that are able to quarantine at home or isolate at home, right? We recognize the privilege of having a safe home that's affordable, that we can maintain. And unfortunately for many people in our community, that's just not the case, right? With people losing their jobs, with businesses closing. So this is really about us all as Cape Codders coming together and helping each other and locking arms and doing things a little differently. Like you said, we don't have the callers behind us. We have performances and some entertainment, and hopefully inspire people to give to our mission.
So we've got a big night coming up here over the next 2 hours. And we're going to get right to it. We've got amazing performances coming up from some of the biggest names in entertainment on the Cape. We're going to hear from phone banks as well. So settle in for the next couple hours. You're probably home having dinner now. You might have us either on the TV or on your phone or your tablet or your laptop. And it's definitely a place to be where you need you to help us out. You'll see the numbers pop up. Please help us out. Ring the phones and you can donate. Go online. You'll find ways to donate as well. It's 1-800-950-3802. 1-800-950-3802. Any donation you can make is going to be greatly appreciated. So Elisa and I are going to be here with you throughout the night. I'm here in front of my fake fire. She's in front of a fake tree.
First up is David Roth, great local artist, award-winning artist, lives in Orleans. His first song he actually co-wrote with some students from Mashpee who live in a housing development project. So it's a great way to kick off the telethon.
Let's do it.
Hi, everybody. David Roth here, broadcasting to you today from world headquarters of David Roth Music, which is the upstairs bedroom in our house in Orleans, Massachusetts. And I'm honored to be part of the Telethon for Hope on behalf of the Housing Assistance Corporation of Cape Cod, which every year helps more than 5,000 Cape Codders with their housing needs in some fashion. So if you're in a position to donate any amount to the Housing Assistance Corporation today or anytime, I'm sure they'd be most appreciative, and so would our neighbors in need. I've been a songwriter for decades. That's been my full-time job. And I'm going to sing some songs I wrote. This first one I wrote with 14 pre-teenage kids out in Mashpee a few years back. when the director of a low-income housing community invited me out to do a songwriting workshop. So we spent a whole hour writing this song, me and these 14 beautiful kids, and we made it a call and response song so that anybody could sing along right at the outset without even knowing what the song is. So are you ready to sing? You sing back what I sing to you, and this is the song we put together. I may stop a couple times to show you how we investigated the phenomenon of rhyming, because many of these kids hadn't written a song before. So we all learned something that day. Here goes something. Here we are, here today, here to sing, here to play, make this world a better place for me and you and the human race. If you had a bad day, you can turn it around, play some tunes, crank up the sound, hand in hand, lost and found, turn your frown upside down. Oh, know that we can be ourselves. Oh, that's one place where we stopped. I said, kid, what a great line that is. Know that we can be ourselves. But what do we rhyme with selves? They were kids. They said, elves. So I said, okay, now we need to work on this. And they said, no, we don't, Mr. Roth. We got this. I said, call me David. What you got? So I sang, know that we can be ourselves. They sang, wizards, fairies, ninjas, warlocks, and elves. Brilliant. 14 kids, pretty neat. Let's write this song, and then let's eat. Let's have some fun in the sun. Love our world, love our town. Let's go green, save the bees, save the whales, save the trees. Oh, let's have some chicken pot pie. Oh, another nice word, kids. What are we going to rhyme with pie? And they said sky, my, why, lots of things. But then one little boy raised his hand and said, Mr. Roth. I said, call me David. He said, I got this. And he sang one of the greatest lines I've ever heard in any song. I sang, let's have some chicken pot pie. He sang, we'll have lunch with the FBI. Then we can fly in the skies. My, oh my, everybody, FBI. And here we see a turkey giving thanks for you and me, 'cause we won't eat him today. Vegetarian's okay. Move around a disco dance. Take a risk and take a. May you have a perfect feast, and may our world have perfect peace. Here we are, here today. We're here to sing. We're here to play, make this world a better place for me and you and the human race. For me and you and the human race. Right here on earth, in outer. For me and you and the human race. What a great song. It's called Here We Are, but its subtitle is The FBI Song. And about a month later, my friend John, the director of this low-income housing community at the time, called up and said, hey, Dave, the kids are still buzzing about the workshop. And I said, so am I, John. It was a great day. And he said, yeah, the teenagers around here heard about it. And these were his exact words, being from New York as he originally was. Yeah, they want a piece of the action. What do you mean, John? He said, well, one of the Cape papers is offering a cash prize for the best original song about affordable housing. And 3 of my teenagers, this is him talking, have written these amazing poems. And they asked me if I could contact you to see if their poems could be turned into songs. And I said, John, please send them to me. I promise I'll read them. I can't promise that I can make a song, but if I'm sufficiently inspired, I'll do my best. And he sent me the poems of Matthew, Jenna, and Shaylin, and they were truly remarkable. They were raw and vulnerable, and all three of them had something missing that I often look for in my songwriting, and that is hope. And I'm not a person who uses mindless optimism, but I called John back up and I said, hey, John, these are amazing. I'd like to try to do something, but I'd like to put a little bit of hope into this somehow. Not just to say that, oh, everything's going to be okay, but something mindful. And he said, well, see what you can do. And I said, I will. And if any of them don't like what I come up with, it stops here, because these are their words. And he said, that sounds fair. And these are all their words in this next song, except for the last line of the chorus, which is the thing I put in to offer something, a way out of this somehow, if possible. And I love this song very much. My folks sleep in the bedroom with a crib beside their bed. I'm out here on the sofa with my sister. This cottage may be small, but it's home to us all. We appreciate everything we have. My wish for my family and me, to have a home like other people do. Sometimes I feel like it's not meant to be, but everything that happens makes me stronger. And now in the front yard we find the landlord put up a for sale sign. Goodbye, Cape Cod. My mother looks so sad. She holds her head in both her hands, but I can help her, yes I can. And I can also help my dad. My wish for my family and me, to have a home like other people do. Sometimes I feel like it's not meant to be, but everything that happens makes me stronger. Home is like a castle. It's like you won some lottery. From nothing up to something. A place where I sleep soundly. A roof over our heads. Food on our plates. Mom and Dad are making sacrifices every day, so we can all be together in one home. We appreciate everything we have. My wish for my family and me, to have a home like other people do. Sometimes I feel like it's not meant to be, but everything that happens makes me stronger. Sometimes I feel like it's not meant to be, but everything that happens, I love that song too. It's called Everything That Happens Makes Me Stronger. I loved it so much that I put it on one of my own albums, an album called Rhubarb Trees, done with my friend Ann Hills in 2017. Now, another song I wrote on the Cape. This was for an annual concert that took place in Wellfleet for many years called Yule for Fuel. And it was to help raise a little extra money for our neighbors on the Cape who needed a little help with heating oil money to get through the cold Cape Cod winters. And this particular year of this concert was a tribute to the great American songwriter Irving Berlin. And the producers asked all the artists, and there were many in this show every year, to learn this year a couple songs by Irving Berlin as a tribute to what was then the 100th anniversary of him writing the great song White Christmas. And by the time I got to the list of all the Irving Berlin songs that I knew, all of them had been spoken for by all the other artists. I was a little late on the uptake there. So I found one obscure song of his called Waiting for the End of the Road that I learned, and I was struggling to find a second song until about 2 days before the concert, sold out at the What Theater, over 300 tickets and much excitement. And I thought, I'm freaking out. I don't have the second song. And I thought, wait a minute, I'm a songwriter. What if I write a song and everybody thought it was by Irving Berlin? I wonder if I could get away with it. And that's what I did. If I could write a song like Berlin, I'd be in a different tax bracket than the one I'm in. My car wouldn't have 233,000 miles and counting. If I could write a song like Berlin, oh, if I could write a song like Berlin, probably would have pleased my next of kin. My father's name was Irving, too, a Russian immigrant Jew who hoped his only son would be a doctor or a dentist or accountant or a lawyer. Instead, I'm standing in the foyer looking in to see if I could write one like Berlin. Alexander had a ragtime band and a sound that was quite unique. If I'd composed How Dry I Am, we'd be dancing cheek to cheek. But if I could write a song like Berlin, I'd be writing the soundtrack for the time when they were making bathtub gin. Every single night we would be putting on the Ritz. It's what we'd be doing if I could write a song like Berlin. But my songs don't sound like Berlin's songs. They're just a little bit off. Just like my dad in synagogue, I sound like Irving Roth. But if I could write a song like Berlin, I would only write an F sharp like he did. He had a set of 88s with a lever he could lift. Oh man, oh, Irving had a cape before his piano. I bet he did not drive a car. I heard he was occasionally stuffy. I bet he did not play guitar or marry Trisha Duffy. I did, but man, he had a way with the tune. He had the sun in the morning and the moon at night. God Bless America came out all right. Part magician, kind of like a musical Merlin. No one could compose him quite like Berlin. For Hanukkah, my father went to Panama at the Isthmus. The other Irving stayed at home and penned one called White. That's the tune that made some money for the man. And Irving had an awful lot of fans. There's no business like show business he came upon. The song is ended, but the melody lingers on. That fella, he could really, really write a song. He was unswerving. No one could compose him quite like Irving. If I could write a song like Berlin. And for you fact checkers out there, there were 9 song titles of Irving Berlin tunes in that song. So once again, thank you for tuning in. And I hope that you're able to support the Housing Assistance Corporation in some way with a donation of any size. I'm going to wrap this up with a song of gratitude and my thanks again to all involved in putting this event together. As we come around to take our places at the table, a moment to remember and reflect upon our wealth. Here's to loving friends and family. Here's to being able to gather here together in good company and health. And may we be released from all those feelings that would harm us. May we have the will to give them up and give them on. For heavy are the satchels full of anger and false promise. May we have the strength to put them down. May the light of love be shining deep within your spirit. May the torch of mercy clear the path and show the way. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you every day. And may we wish the best for everyone that we encounter. May we swallow pride and may we do it with fear. For it's only what we do not know that we have grown afraid of, and only what we do not choose to hear. May the light of love be shining deep within your spirit. May the torch of mercy clear the path and show the way. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you every day. And as we bless our daily bread and drink our day's libation, may we be reminded of the lost and wayward soul, the hungry and the homeless that we have in every nation. May we fill each empty cup and bowl. May nothing ever come between or threaten to divide us. May we never take for granted all the gifts that we receive. Being ever mindful of the unseen hands that guide us and the miracles that cause us to believe. May the light of love be shining deep within your spirit. May the torch of mercy clear the path and show the way. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you. May the light of love be with you. May the light of love be with you every day. Take good care, everyone.
Now more than ever, everyone needs a safe place to call home. As the regional housing agency, Housing Assistance is a one-stop service center for people who need help with housing. Throughout the pandemic, Housing Assistance has stayed open and on the job, providing emergency financial assistance to help people stay housed. From reverse mortgage and foreclosure counseling, to help paying past due rent or the cost of moving into a new place. And we've made it easier for people to apply for assistance with a single online application form to access multiple programs. We've added safety precautions to keep clients and staff safe at our homeless shelters and our offices, including a new location at the Lower Cape Outreach Council in Orleans. It's likely to be a difficult winter for many. But with your continued support, Housing Assistance will always be here for our neighbors in need.
Welcome back in as we continue with the 17th annual Telethon for Hope with the Housing Assistance Corporation. I'm your co-host tonight, Matt Pitta, with the Davenport Companies here on Cape Cod. And we saw an amazing video from David Roth, a great performance.
Love his lyrics.
And, just
really hit home. Everything we
Right.
love makes us stronger. That was such a beautiful song. It was just awesome.
And Elisa Magnotta, of course, is with us here, the CEO of the Housing Assistance Corporation. Elisa, first of all, David's video was great. And then secondly, that very quick video we saw, I thought was so important because it's pointing out, number one, why we're here tonight.
Yeah.
But how important things are right now. You know, we were talking in our pre-production, our production meetings, we're talking about how long this effort has been going on. And this is, I think, about my 25th year being involved with either the first, we did the radio telethons on WQRC back in the 90s, and now the telethons over the past many years. So over the last 25 years that I've been involved with this, I've never seen what we're seeing in terms of the housing situation on the Cape. Number one, people are at risk of losing their homes because they're out of work. They don't have prospects of work on the horizon. And then anybody who's trying to buy into housing on the Cape, prices have gone
skyrocketed.
Such a trajectory that we've never seen. Where has that left folks? You're on the front line every day with this, Elisa. Where's that left the folks on the Cape?
Yeah, it's exacerbated long-time problems that we had, right? We've always had an affordability gap. Year-rounders don't make as much money and can't compete with the home buying power of people who can buy a second home. And then we legitimately have a housing shortage of year-round housing that we can afford and that people who live here can afford. So it has put a lot of pressure on regular folks. It's put a lot of pressure on employers. We'll hear from Tony Shepley here coming up next, who's been fighting this battle and trying to build housing and participate in the building of housing pretty quickly. So it's definitely one of these things where we have seen in the past couple of months is there's a lot of problems, but there's also been a lot of opportunities for people to come forward and show great leadership, show great generosity, and really help us try to figure out ways to solve this problem.
So over the next hour and a half, we need your help. The phone number is 800-950-3802, 1-800-950-3802. We know that you folks are watching this year on many platforms, on Cape Cod Media Center, Facebook, YouTube, the Cape Cod Media or the Cape Media Center website. So please, if you can, ring that phone. We have folks standing by, 1-800-950-3802 or telethonforhope.org.
So folks standing by, Matt, I just want to do a shout out. Ann Van Black is answering phones, Catherine Baker and Deanna Boussier. So thank you, ladies, for answering the phones, and anyone who's watching, give them a call. At least call and say hi. They're sitting there waiting for the calls.
We absolutely need your help. We're here for the next hour and a half with a lot of great entertainment. Something that's been very important over the years for housing assistance is corporate buy-in to the whole concept of helping people on the Cape and Islands. And one gentleman who's been with us really from the beginning is Tony Shepley. And I think we have Tony ready to go here as well. Tony Shepley, of course, with Shepley Home Products. Let's bring in. There's Tony, and he's got a great hat on too.
I'm in the spirit.
Hi, Tony.
I'll tell you what, Tony, Tony and I go way back. We've been doing telethons for over 25 years. We used to go to Nantucket for the March of Dimes.
Matt, you're giving away our age. Stop.
I know, right? I'll tell you, as we introduce Tony, I just want to say that Tony and his company have been involved with the Big Fix. They are always involved with the Housing Assistance Corporation. And one thing about Tony and his operation, Elisa, I think you'll agree, is he just doesn't talk the talk. He literally walks the walk. And he
Absolutely. And whenever he calls me with one of his great ideas, which I hope he's going to talk about Civic Rent and Barnesville Brewing Company, I cannot wait to take that call from Tony and to just your good energy and your enthusiasm, but also your creativity. I really appreciate.
Well, Lisa, right now, let's take a moment to just challenge everybody out there watching, listening. Pick up the phone. Time to call the girls, put them to work. This is a time of all times where we've got to come together. We're approaching Christmas, it's the end of the year, and this is a big, big operation for Housing Assistance Corporation. So, ladies and gentlemen, time to give, time to pick up, and give us a call.
And you lead by example. You're very generous. You and Lorraine are very generous with your company, with your employees, within the community. So thank you from all of us.
Well, I'm sorry you had to settle for just me tonight. Lorraine's working, and so she's not here tonight, but I'm carrying on. You mentioned some good things that we've been involved with this year, and I think that the most important thing, we've got big challenges, and yes, we have housing affordability problems. We have a great saying: "How do you eat an elephant? One
bite at a time."
It's not the big, fancy, world-beating idea. It's a lot of little things coming together. We had a good one earlier this year, and can I tell the story of Civic Rent?
Yeah, no, please. I was hoping you would.
This is fun. So I'm going to hold up a little bit of Civic Rent right here. We'll see if we can get this in the picture.
Product placement.
Was a great idea. Our friend Brian Dacey, back when the COVID-19 pandemic first hit, said, what are we going to do to help workers stay in their houses? We got a lot of people who work with us, who depend on us, and how are we going to help them out? And I said, well, Brian, I don't know, that's a tall order. So he said, well, let's put together a fund. And I said, okay, well, it's not that easy. You and I are not nonprofits. We don't have a system set up to assess need, and we don't have a way to administer this whole thing. But I know someone who does. And he said, who's that? And I said, Alyssa at Housing Assistance Corporation. Alyssa's going to do an awesome job. She's going to basically help us identify the need, disperse the money, make this come to fruition. So what did we do? We said, let's go to our friends at the Barnstable Brewing Company and let's have some fun. Let's bring people together. And we've brewed a beer. And the beer is called Civic Rent. I'll try and hold it up so you can see the can. And you can see some hands holding up Cape Cod. And there's a Barnstable Brewing hand right there. And over here, there's a Shepley hand. And the idea was to get people involved, but also to raise money for the Workforce Housing Investment Fund or Workforce Housing Relief Fund. And so a crazy idea between two guys came together with a lot of help. We got the Barnstable Brewing Company involved, we got Housing Assistance Corporation involved, and we are raising thousands of dollars through the sale of Civic Rent. We've got some great local package store partners who've all pitched in. I can't say enough about Peter and Ann Connor at Barnstable Brewing. They've been wonderful through this whole process. And here's the best part. This beer tastes great. Elisa, you helped us taste it. What did you think?
Well, I do like craft beer, and I have to say it's very, very good. Yeah, I highly recommend it.
Now, we can't really truly describe it, so the only way to experience it is to go, you can go to our friends at Luke's, Cappy's, Cape Cod Package Store. A number of local stores have been wonderful in pitching in, and give it a shot. And if you just say, hey, I want a can of that Civic Rent, that beautiful green label. It's pretty good. Matt?
Tony, one of the things you say that I love is 1 and 1 is more than 2. And this is the perfect example of that, of a good idea and a craft beer maker coming together to help the community overall. And it's another one of your brilliant ideas, bringing everybody together and doing good for the whole community.
Yeah, you were the gunpowder. We were just the spark. You made it happen. And you know what the best part is? When you go down to the brewery, there was one night we were doing a big run of Civic Rent because the first batch of it just sold out quick. I mean, it was gone. So now we were in a panic. We had to produce thousands of cans of this beer to get it going. And we basically ended up having sort of an impromptu canning party.
Yeah.
And if you ever brewed beer, it's pretty neat. It can get a little messy once in a while, but it actually was remarkably well done. Those guys are very organized and they are really discriminating. They don't fool around with their beer at the Barnstable Brewing Company. So we had a great time, but it was sort of a barn raising. And that's what this is all about. Housing doesn't build itself. And yes, we have our challenges, but here's some bright spots. We're not the worst place in the country. We're not the worst place in the world. We're a very desirable place to live, and that equals expensive, but we're also worth it. So how many clients do you have who've gotten that foot in the door, got their place, life starts to turn around. So you've got more stories than we'll ever be able to hear of success. And that's what keeps all of us coming back to this. So it's really about pulling people together and building that awareness and saying it is an elephant, but it is one bite at a time. So let's get the motion going.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thanks for coming on and sharing the story, and always thank you for your support. Mid-Cape Home Centers is next, right? We have a video coming up from them. Another great company, very generous CEO and enthusiastic workforce who comes behind our mission. They did a great telethon call with us earlier, and that's recorded now. We're going to go to this video, I think now. Are we going to the video now?
We're ready.
All right.
My name is Crystal Peschel, and I am the marketing director for Mid-Cape Home Centers. Mid-Cape Home Centers as a company really gets behind the Housing Assistance Corporation organization, both as a sponsor and with participation like we have this team here today. This is a big time of year, especially this year with the COVID-19 pandemic. The work that Housing Assistance Corporation does is amazing for our community, and it's more important now than ever to make sure that people have houses and a place to live, a roof over their head. So I think that this time of year, over any, with the holidays spirit and everything, is a great time to give.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Gordon Career. I've been with Mid-Cape now for 3 years, and I have 3 different charities that I work with. I work with Big Brothers and Big Sisters. I work with Habitat for Humanity, and of course, I work with Housing Assistance Corporation. I'm a true believer in helping out with the community. We definitely don't have enough housing here on Cape Cod because it's so expensive. The prices keep rising, and the people keep getting driven out. I walk around the homeless shelters and I walk around the homeless camps, and I see there's a lot of people that are out there that have no houses at all. And a lot of our migrant workers that are here, or workers that are here, they have no housing. It's too expensive because they're coming from off Cape. So I'm a true believer in raising money for housing assistance, and any way that I can help out in any possible way or with the company, I will do so, and I'm all for this.
Hello, my name is Leah Fennell, and I am the Human Resources Manager for Mid-Cape Home Centers. I have been supporting the Housing Assistance Corporation for many, many years. I believe in the work that they do. Housing is such an important component of any community. And not only are they providing assistance with housing, they provide education, they help people to purchase homes, they build housing. It's just a tremendous amount of work that they do, and it's such important work. And I really believe in what they do, and that's why I try to support them whenever I can, particularly the Telethon. I've been fortunate to be on a team for quite a few years in a row. Not only is it's rewarding work to do this. I love the phone calls. People are really happy to support Housing Assistance Corporation. But the Telethon is also really fun to participate in. It's been really a nice experience and something that's become part of my holidays every year.
At Mid-Cape, we're proud to have stayed open during this challenging year and support our community. Thank you for your support. Also happy to support housing assistance, both with a team and with fundraising, and hoping you'll do the same. Thank you and have a great holiday season.
Housing Assistance runs 4 family shelters where up to 30 families at a time are given temporary respite from either living in cars, in an unsafe domestic situation, or doubled up with friends or relatives. It's a chance for parents to stabilize themselves so they can provide a stable foundation for their families. While the families are in shelters, they're given support to find employment and permanent housing. And they often receive household budgeting, career, stress management, and parenting resources that set them up for future success. Your donation provides the support services that clients need to become stable, as well as housewares and other supplies to help them get set up once they're ready to move into their new home. Please give generously today at hackoncapecod.org.
And thanks so much. Again, we heard from Mid-Cape Home Centers. I decided I had to put on a decorative hat.
Oh, wait,
Do you have
hold on
hat,
a minute.
Lisa? Do you have a hat?
Well, I've got
No?
glasses. I'm gonna have to do like double glasses, otherwise I can't see you. So I'm like really geeking out over here.
That looks good. I like that.
You like it?
You see this? This lights up.
Oh my gosh, it is lit up. That's okay. I'm having hat envy.
Right. So I saw Tony had a hat on, so I figured
Yeah, you're like, it's inspired you.
let me put a hat on. And also,
Goes with your fireplace.
right, my fake fire. So, our next performer coming up, and I thought it would also be good to put on something that's really celebratory because I don't know if you've been watching at all, Lisa, but throughout the pandemic, JT, who is just an amazing guy here in the Cape, he's been doing JT dance parties on Friday nights and even more than that.
Matt, have I been watching? I'm a groupie. I'm like the president of his groupie.
Doing some dancing?
Oh my God, every Friday night we got by watching Angel,
Right.
and JT and the dance party, and loved it. So glad he's here.
JT is really what we needed at this time on the Cape. He's been there keeping us uplifted with his words of inspiration. If you're ever feeling down, just go to JT Chronicles, check in with JT. He's going to make you feel so good.
His morning positivity, words of positivity as he's walking into work. Monday morning, love it.
You can't be around JT and not feel good.
Yeah,
and we need him now, and we're really great, and we're honored that he's taken some time to put a performance together for us here. Before we get to that, though, we really need you to ring the phones at 800-950-3802, 800-950-3802. The mission is so critical right now here on the Cayman Islands. Really, as we said, in 25 plus years, I've been involved with this, and before that with Housing Assistance Corporation since its inception. The need here is great. And Elisa, it's going to get a lot worse once we get into January and February. So more than ever, you need that assistance right now.
Yeah, the money that people usually made over the summer, and this would carry them through these lean months on the Cape, definitely went away. A lot of people, unemployment is ending coming up in December, especially if they started in March when the pandemic started. So we are coming into a crucial time for the Cape. And so any support for rental assistance, for helping our friends and neighbors who are in a homeless shelter is very much appreciated.
All right, so while you're dancing, right, ring the phone at 800-950-3802. JT Thompson, let's go, JT.
Let's go.
Oh, I like the music behind me. I like that. What's happening? Welcome to the 2020 Hack Telethon. My name is JT. JT's Chronicles, all about positivity. I'm here with my man DJ Angel's Deluxe Promotions. We're here supporting you. If you don't know what hack is, I know you're feeling that right now. I'm feeling that too. Housing assistance. It's all about giving back and taking care of the Cape and Islands so nobody doesn't have a place to live. What they do, they smile in your face. Yeah, they take. I like that, Angel. I like where you move me into that. My name is JT and Angel every Friday night for 38 weeks. Are we at 38 weeks? We've been doing a dance party from 7 to about 9:30. We do some disco, a little Motown, some guilty pleasures, some old school. I know you're following the bouncing ball right now, but it's all about giving back. So what you got to do to take care of everybody on the Cape, because I know a lot of you guys have been home, you haven't been able to spend any money because you've been staying safe and wearing your mask. What they do, what you're going to do is dig deep in that pockets, all right? I want you to go to visit the telethonforhope.org. That's telethonforhope.org. If you don't know how to spell that, TELETHONFOR, hope.org. Or you can also call at 1-800-950-3802. We want you to donate and give back because everything you give is going to take care of everybody here on the Cape. It could be you, it could be your family member, it could be your neighbor, it could be somebody you work with, because if you haven't realized anything from this pandemic, what they do, I can't tell the dance when it comes on. Nothing is. You can always happen. It can happen to you. It can happen. Nothing is promised for tomorrow. Man, you know what, Angel? I gotta get into this right now. So this is what we do on Friday night. What party we have bye-bye dancers? You don't even know yet. down, dirty, smile in your face all the time. Oh, we got to get into that, Angel. I'm feeling like, wait. We gotta hold on a second, Angel. This is, when we get into it, we start going, we forget where we are, and we can't forget where we are tonight. All right, we good? Okay, we gotta say thank you. First of all, this beautiful display behind us, these balloons, because we didn't blow these up, because you already know I do not have the energy to blow all these balloons up, and neither does Angel. Elevated Impressions, incredible company, took care of all this. You'll see tons of their displays for baby showers and wedding showers and everything. That's what you want to call Elevated Impressions. So thank you guys for donating this in this incredible place with great food, wine, drinks, atmosphere, and just people that give back to the community. My girl Jen from the West End Restaurant. Come on over here, Jen. And your life is filled with much confusion. I'll keep the practice distance. Jen, we want to thank you so much for giving us this space to use tonight. But let us know what hack makes, what hack does for you and what the community does for you and what you want to do and give back.
Thank you so much. So excited to be here with JT and hosting JT on behalf of HACK, which does so much for our incredible community housing assistance. Just so proud of them and thankful that we have them in our community when we need them the most. And so happy to have JT in our community and be a champion with us here at the West End. If you haven't been, come see us. We're all in this together, and let's have a great night.
Now, wait a minute. You're not just going to come over here, do a little dance. Like, I don't even know what she was doing because she acts like she can't. Jen, if you don't know all about giving back, and she's been in some dance competition and stuff like that. So we are going to, when I say we have little drive-by dances, we have people that like to swing by. Angel, we've had some drive-by dances at the house.
Certainly we have.
Yeah, I mean, we will randomly be dancing at the house and partying, and someone will pull up, get out their car, and when we safe distance, let them dance. So I'm thinking Jen's I'm thinking she's more like a disco person. I'm just saying. To cherish and care for you.
You can't tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud, women walk, being kicked around since I was born. Never tolerate.
Work it out, guys. Come on now, let's go. She came out, she did good. I'm very impressed. Nice job, Jen. If you're just tuning in right now, what's happening? I am JT. This is my man DJ Angel. And we're giving you guys a little snippet of what we do every Friday night on the Friday Night Dance Party. We've been doing this for 38 weeks. We have a good time. We do some disco, old school R&B, some guilty pleasures. And it's all about giving back and making you happy and just woosah, letting it all out. So we love doing that.
Round and round.
But the big thing is about you donating back to HACK. If it's coming in, HACK, the Housing Assistance Corporation, it's all about giving back because they take care of the community. So everything you give stays right here on the Cape and Islands because you never know who's going to be in need. We want to cover everybody. Nobody needs to be left outside. It's too cold. and nothing is promised. If you haven't learned anything from this pandemic, we all need to take care of one another. So we always say it's one love, one family, one community. We mean that. We love that. And with Hack, we share that. That's what's happening right now.
Round and round. I know you got charm and appeal. You always play the field. I'm crazy to think you're all mine.
Go ahead, Angel. Keep going.
As long as the sun continues to shine, there's a place in my heart for you. That's the bottom line. Upside down, boy, you turn me inside out and round, upside down. Boy, you turn me inside out and round. Instinctively, you give to me the love that I need. I cherish the moment with you. Respectfully, I say to thee, I'm aware that you're cheating, but no one makes me feel like you do. Upside down, boy, you turn me inside out and round.
You're like,
round.
what the heck is going on? On Friday night, you might catch us dressing up, changing up, and having a good time.
Upside down, you turn me. You're giving love instinctively. Round and round, you're turning me.
These glasses are compliments of the Delory family.
Upside down, you're turning me. You're giving love instinctively. Around and around, you're turning me. I say to be respect.
So every Friday night, it's all about you staying positive, releasing all that stress, and partying with us because this is the only nightclub left in Massachusetts right now. Right? This is the only nightclub left in Massachusetts.
All right,
now.
guys, this is for Hacked. So make sure you dig a little deep to support.
Absolutely. It's all about you supporting one another. Money, 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 money. Come on. We know you're sitting there having your tea and honey. Maybe you have a little glass of wine. I can see my mother at home right now. What's up, Miss Dina, Mr. Kyle? Come on. Some people got to have it. Some people really need it. Come on, y'all. Do things, bad things with it. Mighty dollar. Dig in your pockets, come on. Do things, good things with it. Yeah. I know you see me glittering right now. Angel, I love the way the backdrop matches my jacket. Oh yeah, I'm taking that home.
The beautiful backgrounds by
Elevated Impressions.
Thank you so much.
Come on. While you're dancing at home, come on.
People will steal from their money. People will rob their own bride.
Come on, keep giving.
People can't even walk the street.
You should be partying with us every Friday night, 7 o'clock. It's all about giving back to you and release that energy. Come on. Come on. Shout out to my boy DC Visions. Everybody helping out to make things possible. Media One.
People don't care who they heard of me. A woman will sell her precious body for a small piece of paper.
And we love when people send in the requests every week. We have to give away prizes because we appreciate you. She should be coming out here dancing too. Not you. Oh, come on. We love what you do. Come on. We having some flashbacks right now. Come on. For the love of money. Lay down, women will. Keep sending those requests in. Keep sending those donations in. We love where we live, and we love taking care of one another. This is what it's all about. Giving back to Hack. Telethonforhope.org. You know we're gonna get the Hack people, the Hack family out here to dance sometime. Keep watching. If you just tune, Angels kill me right now. This is all about your Corona workout. You want to lose all that weight from turkey? Say it, mama. Come on. You know I got it. All I'm asking is for a little respect. Just a little bit. Hey, baby, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I ain't gonna do you wrong. Why you gone? I ain't gonna do you wrong. 'Cause I don't wanna. I'm the backup. All I'm asking is for a little respect. Just a little bit. Baby. Just a little bit. On it, Angel. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm out to give it all my money. And all I'm asking in return, honey, is to give me my promise when you get home. Just a little bit. Come on, Angel. You might have to switch. Dig down deep. I know you're jamming with us. Got your TV, maybe you got your dinner. If you're just tuning in right now, we want to say welcome and thank you. My name is JT, JT's Chronicles. It's all about positivity, but I'm here with my man DJ Angel, Deluxe Promotions. And every Friday night, we have a disco virtual dance party, which you can catch us right on our page. And it's at 7 o'clock every Friday night. We've been doing it for 38 weeks.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. But you know what? We love giving back to the community. And we want to say shout out to all our fans. We have people in Canada. We have people in Turkey, Germany, California, Kentucky, Cape Cod, of course, all around the country that are supporting because they want to jam and we want to let them know that we're all in this together. So we come in this together. We're going to leave this place together. And we have to remember that we all have to support each other because we're all one family, man. That's that. When I say it's one love, one family, one community, I mean that. We love that and we share that.
Most definitely. Let's get to it.
We're almost out of here, but the whole point is make sure you give back. Telethonforhope.org and dig deep. Come on. You can use your Venmo, use your Cash App, whatever you got to do. Dig in. You have money sitting there because you've been home. So you know what? Give back. If you really care about your community, you want to help, Hack, all about protecting people and giving them shelter on the Cape and Islands. That's where all the money stays right here. So again, big shout out to the West End Restaurant. I need a round of applause for the West End. Yes. Thank you. They don't even know they're clapping for. If they know, they better clap. Big shout out to DJ Angel.
Hey. Big shout out to
Elevated Impressions. First, Elevated. They did the balloons, the whole display in the back. So thank you very much. Give them a call. And then
Cape Cod Media Center.
Absolutely, Cape Cod Media Center. DC Visions. Everybody else taking care of us. And I want to thank you for letting me be part of your evening tonight and giving back and supporting and letting people know what's going on because it doesn't just end here. So we have to keep going forward. So clearly I need to work off the rest of that turkey and stuff from the other night.
Yeah, Spider-Man and Freeze, full effect. I'm ready.
We're going back to 91.
I'm ready, Slick. Are you? Oh yeah, take it down. Girl, I must warn you, I sense something strange in my mind. Yeah. Situation is serious. Let's kill it,
Cause we're running out of
Work it out,
time.
JT.
Here we go.
It's all so beautiful. Relationships, they seem from the start. Yeah. It's all so deadly.
When love is not together from the
heart.
It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to
Let's go, JT. We're doing this for Hack.
Come on, that girl is.
Never took a big button smile, that girl is.
If I was you,
I'd take precaution before I step to meet my girl. Yeah, you know, cause in some bullshit, you think she's the best thing in the world.
we want to thank you so much for hanging out with us. JT. JT's Corner was all about promotion and positivity. Really, what? That's live. JT's Chronicles all about positivity. DJ Angel, Deluxe Promotions. And he will throw these guilty pleasures at the last minute. What's happening, man?
Thank you guys so much. Make sure you support Hack, housing assistant.
And welcome back into the 17th annual Telethon for Hope. That was JT for JT's Chronicles. I'm Matt Pitta with the Davenport Companies, and our telethon looks a lot different this year because we're all socially distancing and broadcasting from our homes. Elisa Magnotta with the Housing Assistance, she's in her home. She put a, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Wait.
Yeah. I'm okay. What do you got there? Hey, you really like invested in the hats this year. I love it. Oh, and now I got a little bit hot in this one from dancing with JT and Angel. I'm ready for dancing with the Docs or the Stars or and just you know what? I'll take a restaurant open with live music at this point.
Folks, we're here through 8 o'clock tonight. 800-950-3802. Telethon for Hope. .org, and we've just had an amazing time here. We've had donations from Mary LeClaire and Cindy Brennan and Peter Muse, and the donations are piling up. We have a long way to go, so we need your help here as we raise money for the Housing Assistance Corporation. My reindeer's falling off there. 800-950-3802, and you know the need is so great right now, and it's going to continue to be that way as we are in the middle of this pandemic, Elisa. So you folks are really at the forefront of this right now, and you guys have the challenge ahead with folks who have these housing needs.
Yeah, and come the next video we're going to watch, there are two stories. There's Carol Woodbury and Matt Bolander, who both benefited from having stable housing and affordable housing. They both grew up in families that experienced low income or poverty. So it's really powerful because it matches right with our mission, and now they're in positions to give back. And then Chris Flanagan, I think, is one of the next videos. He's the executive director of the Home Builders, and also was one of the people behind the Workforce Housing Relief Fund and has helped us raise money through home builders, over $100,000 so far. So it's, again, another example of community leaders and all of us coming together to help each other. And again, that story of people who have with lived experience to really talk about how important it is to them to have donations like
All
this.
right, 800-950-3802, 800-950-3802. Let's get to our next video and hear from Carol Woodbury.
Personally, I benefited from housing assistance when I was younger. It was just me and my mom. She was working, going to school, had a full-time and a part-time job, and we were on Section 8 housing. And if it wasn't for HAC, we would not be here on Cape today. 16 years ago, my mom got a house through Habitat for Humanity, and through the help of HAC, she was able to get herself into that position. So it's the gift that keeps on giving. And now I'm a proud homeowner, going on just over 3 years now. And like I said, if it wasn't for HAC, I wouldn't be able to stay on Cape. Professionally, I'm now in a position where I get to volunteer with several folks who are benefiting from HAC's generosity, and I get to help guide them onto the path of homeownership. So it's a great way coming full circle for me to be able to give back the good karma that HAC gave me and my family growing up.
My name is Chris Flanagan. I'm the Executive Officer of the Home Builders and Remodelers Association of Cape Cod. I am the lucky father of a 9-month-old daughter. And this agency is so important to me because it helps house families like myself, or families like me. And I really want to help support people who are in need of housing. You know, it's so great and fantastic to be a part of something much larger that Housing Assistance Corporation provides. And I love to help and support them in any way that I can.
Hi, everybody. This is Carol Woodbury. I'm the superintendent of the Dennis Yarmouth Regional School District. I should say the proud superintendent. And I think that the work that the Housing Assistance Corporation does is just so vital to our community. As you know, we work with a lot of students who don't always have a stable home over their heads. And how can we get to student learning unless some of the things that are most vital to a student's life, like housing and food, are taken care of? So this is a cause I believe in. I've believed in it for a long time. I'm the oldest of 8 kids. It wasn't always easy when I was growing up, but look at me now. And so I know that the work that the Housing Assistance Corporation does for our families is the most important work there is, and that's why I support them.
We're going to keep the entertainment and the music rolling here on the 17th annual Telethon for Hope with the Housing Assistance Corporation. I'm Matt Pitta with the Davenport Companies, and Elisa Magnotta is with us, of course, from Housing Assistance Corporation. And we've got more great entertainment. Let's get right to Monica Rizzio, and let's celebrate some of the sounds of the season.
Hello, my name is Monica Rizzio, and I want to sing a song for you guys today. This one's called Silver Bells. It's one of my all-time favorite holiday songs. And, you know, since this is the season of giving, I would love for you all to make a donation to the housing assistance. Every year, more than 5,000 Cape Codders receive funding from the housing assistance. And with all we've gone through this year, I know that people need it more than ever. So think about that. If you have the means to donate, please do so. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner, you'll hear Silver bells, silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of streetlights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers run home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene. And above all the bustle, you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays from the Sullivan family. We support housing assistance and all who make charitable giving possible. This year it matters most, so please be very, very generous and remember housing.
This is not the year to be making out your Christmas list. It's the year to be giving thanks for all that you have and helping others in need.
Happy holidays, and don't forget your charitable gift to housing assistance.
Thank you all. Happy holidays.
Welcome back, and thank you to the Sullivans for their great message, and also Monica Rizzio. What a great performance. By the way, Monica has 3 brand new holiday releases out right now. You can go to any digital platform to get them. She has Wrapped Up With You and All I Want Is You, and Elisa, she did a
I
great
love
job.
her voice. She's so talented. Yeah, she's a beautiful artist.
We need your help here tonight, folks. If you're just joining us, I'm Matt Pitta with the Davenport Companies, Elisa Magnotta, Housing Assistance Corporation CEO, and our telethon this year looks a whole lot different. We're actually broadcasting live from our homes right now. Elisa has a beautiful fake tree. Where is it? There's your fake tree.
Yeah, there's my fake tree somewhere. Yeah, it's there.
There's my fake fire. My fake fire.
But we're real. But we're real.
Exactly. Please call us at 800-950-3802. 800-950-3802, telethonforhope.org. The money that we collect helps people here, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers here on Cape Cod. They're in need, and Housing Assistance Corporation is the line of defense for so many of them.
So right now we are going to go to Larry Marsland, a call with Larry Marsland. But this was a time, Matt, that we've had to adapt and innovate and change rapidly throughout this entire pandemic. Changes that normally we would take 6 months or a year, we've had to adapt every 3 days. It feels like every 7 days. It's been a crazy time of trying to adjust to the market, adjust to the technology, adjust to the needs and what the governor and DHCD is asking us to do. So Larry Marsland was one of those people. He is the CEO of Lower Cape Outreach Center, and we realized that we needed to really make sure we were accessible to everybody in every home. So we have an online application for people. We also added an office in Orleans, so we're accessible in person in Lower and Outer Cape. And Larry is just so easy and delightful to work with, a real professional. So whenever we're ready to bring him on, we can bring him on.
There I am. Look at that.
How are you?
Hi. It's great
Merry
to see you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too. I had to sit in this room because I want you to see my tree.
Yeah, see, you can really decorate. I love that.
No,
By the
all
way,
you have to do is buy a pink tree and buy white lights.
I love it. But
you know,
that's
I like
next year.
I like this shot because you can see my candle there.
Yes, yeah.
Okay? That candle's 50 years old.
Oh,
And
isn't that nice?
this candle used to be on my parents' front step. This used to be
Oh,
decoration. So this is the surviving one. So I thought we put it up, and we look at all of our homes look festive tonight.
yeah. I had a hard time this year. I told myself I wouldn't be doing it.
Really?
It just seemed like so much more effort in a time when everything takes so much effort, and I'm not going to be with the people I would normally be with. Now, I'm going to be with wonderful people I love, but there's still a sadness about that,
There is a sadness, and I've been really working to like bring up the gratitude and keep what we can, keep normal, and
I do too. I work on gratitude all the time, but sometimes it's just so intellectual and doesn't make it down to,
It's very true. It's very true. Well, you do a lot of work to help so many people in our region that I'm sure feel gratitude for Lower Cape Outreach Center, and
I hope so.
What you guys do there is just really amazing. And it really complemented, our missions really complemented each other. That's what I love about working with you, is it's not duplicative, it's additive, right?
It just totals up to something pretty wonderful, I think. It's an all-inclusive, one-stop center. Let's do it all, and the expertise about housing and resources that you bring is wonderful. And rather than take our Lower Cape clients and say, no, we'll buy you a tank of gas so you can go to Hyannis and talk to someone.
Right.
We don't have to. You're right across the hall. Go right over there. And then go downstairs and get your groceries, and we'll pay these utilities, and just calm down. And maybe you should talk to a job counselor and find out if there's a way you can make a better income.
Yes, right. Because it is about sustainability, and it's the fix in the moment so that they can take a deep breath and think, but then think longer term of, okay, now make some decisions and help them strategize on next steps.
Let's get you out of desperation and panic.
Right.
And then let's talk about how we can make the future better.
Right.
Without imposing anything on anyone, I promise you, we're not.
No judgment. No judgment.
We're not paternalistic. I don't know what's best for anybody, even for myself at times. But if you're confused and life is desperate, maybe you just need to talk to some people who might be able to help. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, we've been entertaining folks all evening, and Larry, I know you've got a great video for us, and so we want to get right to it. So stand by, Larry, and let's get to some great music.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, he's singing.
Passes by, I'm gonna go and taste Saturday's highlight. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get some life back in my life. I'm ready to move up in front. I've had enough of just passing by life. With the rest of them, with the best of them, I can hold my head up high, 'cause I gotta go again, I gotta drive again, I'm gonna feel my heart coming alive again, before the parade passes by. Look at that crowd up ahead, listen and hear that brass harmony blowing. Look at that crowd up ahead. Pardon me if my old spirit is showing. All of those lights over there seem to be telling me where I'm going. The cymbals crash, the whistles blow, the sparklers light the sky. I'm gonna raise the roof, I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone, give me an old guitar, before the parade passes by.
We're going to do a song that was written in 1927 by Fats Waller and Andy Razak. Yeah.
Every honeybee fills with jealousy when they see you out with me. I don't blame them, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. When you're passing by, flowers droop and sigh, and I know the reason why. You're much sweeter, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. Don't buy sugar. You just have to touch my cup. You're my sugar. It's so sweet when you stir it up. When I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey fairly drips. Your perfection, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. Don't buy sugar. You just have to touch my cup. You're my sugar, and it's so sweet when you stir it up. When you're taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey fairly drips. Your perfection, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. Honeysuckle rose.
This is my favorite love song. Music by Louis Guy, lyrics by Edith Piaf.
I thought that love was just a word they sang about in songs I'd heard. It took your kisses to reveal that I was wrong and love is real. Hold me close and hold me fast, the magic spell you cast. This is La Vie en Rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see La Vie en Rose. When you press me to your heart, we're in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing on the lawn. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and everything will be La vie en rose. Celui pour moi, moi pour lui en world smiles, alors tous en moi, mon cœur qui bat. And when you speak, angels sing up above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and everything will be la vie en rose.
And bravo to Larry Marzan. What a great performance. Bravo. That was a great performance for tonight at our 17th annual Telethon for Hope. And wow,
Those are new ones.
are those
Yeah.
new glasses?
Do you like them?
Those do. I do. I've got a special, another wardrobe change in a break coming up.
Okay, you're really okay. You're challenging me. I'm gonna have to come up with something.
People have been texting me, what did you do? Go buy wardrobe? So we need your help, folks. It's very important to ring the phones tonight as we bring you this celebration of music with the 17th annual Telethon for Hope. 800-950-3802, 800-950-3802, or telethonforhope.org. Our next group, one thing that Elise and I have been learning over the past couple of days as we've been preparing for this is we have a really great affinity for a lot of these bands. And this next one is kind of these gentlemen play in a couple of different groups, and they're here for us tonight in what we're going to call, Hack's
House band.
House band.
Dave Boussier. Love this guy. He can play anything. Amazing guitarist, musician. His whole family is, in fact. And he's married to the fabulous Deanna Boussier, who's answering the phone. So give her a call. But his son, Derek, plays in a band, and I go out dancing and see them play. And it's just, they're such a great family, great helpers to Hack, and have been involved in our mission for so many years. And I'm glad we can give them some time here this evening.
Let's get right to it.
Hi, everyone. We are David Hello. Looking from this year's Telethon for Hope. What support and work with housing which will all of Cape Cod and Valley have access to safe and stable housing.
Mother Ocean, I heard you call. The one said, underwater, I wanna 3 feet tall. Yeah, you can leave it all. Watched the men who rode you, switched your sails to steam. Now in your belly, all the treasures you have ever seen. Most of them dream, yeah, most of us dream. Yes, I am a pirate, 200 years too late. In all the cannons, they don't thunder, there's nothing to plunder. I'm an over 40 victim of fame, arriving too late, arriving too late.
After all these years I found occupation is a hazard been. It's an occupation just not around. Feels like I got you going way uptown. Feels like I got you. And please donate now by visiting telethonforhope.org. It's another tequila sunrise, staring slowly across the sky. Say goodbye. He was just a hired hand, working on dreams he planned to try. Days go by. Every night when the sun goes down, just another lonely boy in town. She's out running round. She wasn't just another woman. Ways I couldn't keep from coming on. It's been so long. Oh, and it's a hollow feeling when it comes down to dealing friends. No, it never ends. So take another shot of courage. Want to find the right words never come. Just get on. It's another tequila sunrise. This whole world still looks the same. It's just another frame. Nice. Some peaceful, easy feeling, Troy? Sure. I like the way the sparkling earrings lay against your skin so round. I won't sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a billion stars all around. I got a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. How she can take you anyway. Don't already know how to go. I got a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing
Ventura.
Oh.
From America.
Express, walking down the road. Tell me, are you gonna stay in Joe? Something said it's time to look good in the snow. You don't care, I know. Venture Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. Cause the free wind's blowing through your hair. Days surround your daylight there. Jesus crying ghosts there. Alligator lizard in the air. In the which part of falling star? Waiting for the early train. Sorry, boy, I've been hit by purple rain. But come on, Joe, you can always change your name. Thanks a lot, son, just the same. Venture Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. The breeze is blowing through your hair. Days surround your daylight there. Jesus crying, no despair. Alligator lizard in the air. In the
Pretty. How about some Beatles?
I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good, Norwegian? She asked me to stay and she told me, stay anyway. So I looked around and I noticed it wasn't a chair. I sat on the rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. She talked
till 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning, started to laugh. Told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. And then I awoke, I was alone, this bird has flown. So I lit a fire, isn't it good? Norwegian. She told me she worked in the morning, started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. And when I awoke, I was alone, this bird has flown. So I lit a fire, isn't it good? Norwegian wood.
Good evening. Tony Shepley here from Shepley Wood Products. COVID-19 has slowed down or stopped a lot of things in our lives, but it hasn't slowed down what the Housing Assistance Corporation has been doing to create affordable housing for Cape and Islands residents. The need for affordable housing keeps growing, and Housing Assistance Corporation has stepped up to meet it through the Workforce Housing Relief Fund and other initiatives. Our community depends on affordable housing, and tonight we depend on you to pitch in and support the important work that Housing Assistance Corporation puts into our housing supply. It's the literal foundation of our community. We urge you to join in and give now to the Housing Assistance mission. Thank you.
Hi, this is Ron Winter, proud board member of the Housing Assistance Corporation. Right now, we're going through some very challenging times, and there's a lot of people out there that need our help. But more importantly, they also need your help. I ask you to consider giving to the Telethon for Hope this year, and together we will get through this. Thank you and happy holidays.
I'm Dr. Kumar Siddhartha. I have been in this community for nearly 20 years, and I have been a board member at the Housing Assistance Corporation of Cape Cod for more than 2 years. And in that role, I have seen up close the incredible work that is being done on behalf of this organization to serve the community in this vital piece of finding housing for our community members. And in my work in healthcare and also outside of the healthcare, being in this community, I've noticed up close how critical it is that we take care of the housing need for our community members, and also how vital it is to allow that individual to identify, discover their own strengths when the housing piece is taken care of, so that they can achieve their self-growth and contribute to the growth of the community that they're living in.
Hi, I'm Kathy Gibson. I am a board member for Housing Assistance Corporation and actually a former client. When I was raising my children, I found myself in a very difficult situation and needed some help to get out of it. And I was one of the lucky ones that was able to obtain a Section 8 voucher through HAC, which allowed me to move into my own place with my children and not have to worry about the troubles that we were having in the previous situation. And for me, I always refer to that time in my life as my catalyst for change. So once I was stabilized and continued to grow, I wanted to give back. So I came back to HAC as now a board member and volunteer as much as I possibly can to help HAC meet the mission of helping other families like myself be able to move towards self-sufficiency and be able to maintain housing on Cape Cod, which is a challenge under the best of circumstances. And when you add financial situations or even other circumstances that arise, such as mine, it can become an even bigger challenge. So thank you, HAC, for all that you do.
And you're watching the 17th annual Telethon for Hope. I'm your co-host, Matt Pitta, with the CEO of the Housing Assistance Corporation, Elisa Magnata.
I
Elisa,
love it.
I thought it was time for my holiday.
It's really working for me. I like it. I need one. You think? Yeah, warm.
Very comfortable.
Next to that fire. You're not going to it's not going to catch on fire
warm.
next to that fake fire. Nothing is.
Not at all.
You know, I did because I
know you wanted
miss
to thank
being
the board
with them.
members.
We've been 9 months without a board meeting in person, but haven't skipped a beat in coming together and as Kathy said, being a catalyst for change and bringing resources to bear for our community. One of my board members is at home watching, and I wanted to say a special hello to Peter Muse. Peter and Robin are watching at home. So glad you're here and with us. And you heard from Kumara and Ron and Kathy. I've got a great group of people who are working alongside with me, making things happen at Housing Assistance Corporation with our staff. So I thank them. It's an honor to represent them.
Another great performer, one of the best on Cape Cod.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear from Sarah Swain.
Hi, I'm Sarah Swain. The O Boys and I are so proud to support Housing Assistance Corporation here tonight. It's just been an honor to be part of this event and hope you're all safe and sound at home. Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting this great organization. Please donate tonight if you can, and hope you're staying safe. We love you and can't wait to be together. Thanks again.
Little bit of lovin'. 1, 2, 1, 2. You got a car? Hey, that's a real nice car. Or you could take it for a ride and maybe you will go real far. Or you got a suit and a chair. Ooh, you can roll around in that office way up there and be a king. You don't need a crown if you know a little bit of loving makes the world go round. You got a mouth, you got a pie. And sometimes you come up and say, hey, how you are? You got a girl, you call her Moncherie. Yeah, but she's a little firecracker, so fine and free. And when she sings, well, it's the prettiest sound. She knows a little bit of love makes the world go round. Well, now there ain't no doubt about it. Gotta know what side you're on. Well, now you gotta scream and shout it. Scream and shout it. Come on, baby, on. You got legs, you got feet. They're gonna take you for a walk right down that street. You got heart, oh baby, you got soul. You got lips that kiss and hands that hold. You live it up the world go round. Well, now there ain't no doubt about it. Gotta know one side alone. Yeah, love. Oh, now you got to scream and shout it. Scream and shout before they were on me. No, 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 no. Goes round. Well, it goes round. Yeah, baby, it goes round. It goes round. Yeah, it goes round. Well, it goes round. Round and around. Yeah, a little bit of love makes the world go round. Thank you. I'll just play this one I like it. Woke up to find you passed out on my front lawn. A bouquet of dandelions in your hand. Your looks may be fading, you're still charming. Your smile is disarming, but I've been there and I ain't going back. It's a joke to say you put it all behind you. Swear I'm somebody so you never touch it again. Baby, I love to believe you, but it's you that deceives you. I've been there and I ain't going back. Whiskey don't put out the fire, only puts a restless man to sleep. I can't take it from you, I don't put myself above you. I've been there and I ain't going back. I'd be lying if I said I don't love you. Maybe I love the man you could have been. Can't unspeak words that have been spoken. This broken heart can't be unbroken. I've been there and I ain't going back. Whiskey don't put out the fire, only puts a restless man to sleep. I can't take it from you, I'll never put myself above you. I've been there and I ain't going back. I've been there and I ain't going back. Yeah, I've been there and I ain't going back. Thank you. I wrote my mom a letter, and this is what I said. Well, wash some dishes and a whole lot more. Even got it in from the grocery store. Now mom, you got the key next door. This little girl's gonna ride. I left some biscuits for the cup. Put fresh water in this cup. Now I'm up, gonna live it up. This little girl's gonna ride. I'll be home about 12 tonight. Now a minute later. Don't you get that front door light? Well, that's all for now. I'll see you later, minute, you'll find all the things that you wanted to. Come on to meet that special one. Oh, boy, won't we have fun? This little girl's alright. I'll be at home about 7 now. Now, a little later. Don't you forget that front door knock. Well, that's all for now. I'll see you later, later. You'll find all the things that you wanted to. Come on to meet that special one. Oh, boy, won't we have fun? This little girl's gonna rock. I'll be at home about 7 now. Now, a minute. Don't you forget that front door lock. That's all for now. I'll see you later, baby. You'll find out the things that you wanted to. Come on to meet that special one. Go on, boy, won't we have fun? This little girl's gonna rock. This little girl's gonna rock. This little girl's gonna rock. This little girl's gonna. We've come a long way, ladies.
At First Citizens, we are grateful to our customers and our caring community. We give back by supporting housing assistance and hope you will too. Happy holidays.
Well, we're in crunch mode here at the 17th Annual Telethon for Hope. 800-950-3802, telethonforhope.org. We still need to raise a lot more money. Elisa, I know you wanted to take a moment to thank all the amazing team members you have at HAC who've been working throughout everything.
This telethon goes too fast. We thought we had so much time and so much space, and we just don't. So, but this next video that we're going to show is of several of our colleagues, several of my colleagues celebrating big anniversaries. And I have to say, during the pandemic, I'm just so impressed with my colleagues and teammates. We all stepped forward and really met the challenge and stayed open when a lot of agencies similar to ours around the state and around the Cape closed. We stayed open. We figured out a way to have even walk-up windows, like an ice cream window where people walk up and could still have face-to-face interaction that was safe. So I'm just so truly grateful for everyone stepping up and helping out the community. But this next video, you're gonna see content experts, people who have worked at the agency for 20 years, 30 years. Like, they really know our mission. They're dedicated people who come in every day and serve our great community. And I'm just so grateful to be their CEO and to be working side by side with them.
Let's get to it.
But we wanted to make sure that we and to give you a little gift on behalf of the organization that is just a small token that cannot possibly represent how grateful we are for the work that you've done and for how long you've been doing it. So thank you. And Elise, do you want to say something?
Well, it's beautifully said, Walter. I just share your sentiment. And one of the reasons I love working here so much is not just because I love our mission and what we do in the community, but working with you all and the opportunity to work with people who really are legitimate content experts. Like, you guys really know a lot about the not just the company, but also our mission and how to help our clients, meeting them where they are and helping them transition to whatever they're doing in their life. And for that, I'm grateful. I'm really, really, truly grateful. It is a pleasure to represent you in the community. It's an honor to be your CEO and to be working side by side with you as colleagues and comrades in this company and on this path of our mission.
As I'm sitting here waving my thing because I just got a very generous donation from a realtor.
You did?
Yes, I did. I called my team member, Robin Gunderson, and I sort of gave her all of the different amounts, and she made a very, very generous donation that will actually secure more than 2 nights of shelter for a homeless mother and their child.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. That's excellent.
Yeah, I'm Lisa Parento. I'm a realtor here on beautiful Cape Cod for eXp Realty. I'm actually a broker associate as well. And, I have been supporting Housing Assistance Corp really since I came back into the real estate industry. I think being a realtor and selling an awful lot of second homes, you become keenly aware of the imbalance that exists on Cape Cod with housing. And, I'm so keenly aware of the dichotomy between a booming economy with second homeowners purchasing homes and making all kinds of improvements to them and employing people and, really spending a lot of money in the economy. But then that also takes the housing stock out. And so, that has been a concern of mine, sort of working both sides of that. And I know that in order to have a place that serves as a magnet to buyers and to come to Cape Cod and for people to be able to stay here, we have to have a year-round economy. So I'm really committed to doing anything and everything I can to support the mission of Housing Assistance Corp. I really find the programs that they have for the homeless, the programs that they have to get people into lottery homes, particularly close to my heart, as well as all of the recovery efforts that happens, the empowering of women and their families through the community. There are so many programs and so many ways that people are touched by Housing Assistance Corp. So it's important to me also to continue to raise the visibility of this organization because it's not just housing. There are so many things that you guys do to continue to create and nurture that safety net that's so important here.
I'm Evelyn Salvador from Killing Grover Real Estate. And I'm so happy to be here again tonight. I have been doing this for quite a few years and everyone's been so generous. I've already collected over $1,300 in donations and I'm just thrilled about it. So I just want to say as a realtor, I see the need almost every day. The second home market is very, very strong here. So people get displaced suddenly, a house is sold, they have to move, they have nowhere to go. And that's when the Housing Assistance Corporation steps in and really helps these people. So I want to thank you all for being there.
We're raising money tonight for the mission of the Housing Assistance Corporation with the 17th annual annual Telethon for Hope, and we're in the crunch time right now. 800-950-3802, 800-950-3802, or telethonforhope.org. Lisa, it's so important that you have the buy-in of realtors for the mission of the Housing Assistance Corporation.
Yeah, we are raising money so that my colleagues can say yes when people call and ask for help. And the realtors, you heard from Lisa and Evelyn, but the realtors overall, Ryan Castle at the Realtors Association, have been great partners for us this year. I mean, they are every year, but right now, because the real estate market is really booming, they stepped forward to help out those, as Evelyn said, that are displaced when their home sells. Like, those are usually renters that we're talking about that are displaced, that didn't know the home was going to be sold or don't have anywhere to go. So they've helped with home with welcome home baskets and helping to buy those basic supplies, sheets, towels, things that just add up. They bought 50 beautiful baskets for us to give out to families who are living in shelter and move out. And they've raised over $10,000 for our Workforce Housing Relief Fund. So again, they're really good partners in our mission in helping us just really help the community, again, we're all in this together, right? We've seen so many corporations, our great sponsors, Mid-Cape, Cape Cod 5, the Coop, again, this year really stepped up and gave us a very large donation for our Workforce Housing Relief Fund. That it takes a village. It takes all of us coming together to kind of chip away at this and keep us strong. And when we come out of this, hopefully we won't have people that are displaced or homeless and can get right back into the market.
Sounds good. Let's hear from the Coop.
From the Cooperative Bank of Cape Cod, we wish everyone a healthy and happy holiday season. We know Cape Codders are in need now more than ever, so we invite you to join us in supporting Housing Assistance Corporation as they provide housing for those in need. Thank you and happy holidays.
Started in 1991, Angel House is a family residential program for mothers and their children, where the mothers can safely and steadily recover from drug or alcohol addiction while rebuilding their lives with their children. It is a safe place where families can heal together. The shelter is home to up to 13 mothers and 26 children at a time. Most of the children at Angel House are under the age of 6. Mothers receive individual and family counseling, as well as workshops and one-on-one guidance in recovery and life skills for 9 to 12 months. Some stay on for up to a year of aftercare and stay connected long-term with their peers in recovery. Said one Angel House client, "They didn't give up on me, the staff at Angel House, and that's the first time in my life that someone really believed in me. Knowing that someone is there for you and has your back has made the difference in my life." Please give generously to help these mothers while they're rebuilding their lives and their families. Go to hackoncapecod.org.
We've got one more amazing musical performance here tonight. It's actually Lisa's favorite dance band. Let's get right to Super Soulshine.
Hi everyone, my name is Jen Falk and we are Super Soulshine. And we are so excited to be here kicking off the Telethon for Hope, sponsored by the Housing Assistance Corporation. Every year, more than 5,000 people from the Cape and Islands receive help from housing assistance. So you know that your donation tonight goes to your neighbors in need.
Rolling out around the world, don't you ready for a brand new beat? So let's be, the time is right, the dance going in the street, dancing on the down in New Orleans, something you don't see. All you need is music, sweet music, it'll be music everywhere. Let's be swinging and swinging, breakers playing and dancing in the street. Oh, it doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. Come on, look out, little girl, everywhere around the world. Invitation across the nation, the dance floor rolls to me. Nothing is singing, music is swinging, dancing on the street. Feel the beat, yeah. Open more you see now. Don't forget all the city. All we need is music, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. Let's be swinging and swaying, breakers playing, dancing in the street. Oh,
Well, I know you, but I gotta speak true. I'm always loving your name. I'll make you stop playing. I don't know what this is, but you got me good. I do you right. I don't know what you do, but you do it well. I love you, say. You got me begging for myself. I want you to release me. You got me begging for myself. I want you to release me. I said everything. Will you be that who's something almost like? But you gotta understand that I need a man who can take my hand. Yeah, I don't know what these do. I'm really good because I knew you were. I don't know what you do, but if you get well, I'm running well. You got me pressing you for myself. I want you to release me. You got me begging you for mercy. I want you to release me. I said, release me. I'm begging you for mercy. I want you to release me. I'm begging you for mercy. You got me begging, you got me begging, you got me begging. Mercy, I want you to release me. You got me begging you for mercy. I want you to release me. I said, release. Oh, release me. Oh,
Thank you guys so much for joining us in the Telethon for Hope tonight. I'd like to take a moment to share all the ways that housing assistance supports the friends and neighbors we have here on the Cape and Islands. Housing assistance helps homeless individuals, they run family shelters, they build affordable housing, and they empower first-time home buyers. So just know that the donation that you make tonight will help housing assistants meet people wherever they are in their housing journey. So feel free to call 1-800-950-3802, or you can go online to telethonforhope.org. Thanks.
You know, I can't believe that it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes already, and we are ready to wrap up, but that doesn't mean the need comes to an end tonight. You can still donate at telethonforhope.org as we wrap up the 17th annual Telethon for Hope. Lisa, were you dancing there in the background to the...
Oh yeah, I can't wait until we can get back out and go dancing. So thank you, Matt, for joining us this evening and really knitting us all together and keeping us on track. And Shauna behind the scenes, Shauna Mose and Jody Keegan and Chris Kazarian and Terry Duenas and Jay Sheehan at the Cape Media Center. This has been a fun night. We had our typical COVID technological problems. My computer died midstream. I had to switch over. We had some Facebook problems, but we prevailed.
It all worked out. We had some great performers tonight. David Roth, JT of JT Chronicles, Monica Rizzio, Laurie Marsland, Dave Boussier and Troy Williams, Sarah Swain, and of course Super Soulshine right at the end. We really hope that you enjoyed the show. And remember, if you are in a position this year where you can help out your neighbors, your friends, your colleagues, your coworkers, you never know who's going to need assistance out there.
Yep.
Please make sure you donate, even after we go off the air in just a moment or so. Telethonforhope.org. Times, but we are going to get through it as one community.
Absolutely. One community. I like that.
Thanks so much for being with us for the 17th annual Telethon for Hope, and enjoy the holiday season. And please, everybody, stay safe.
Can you bring us all back together, Jody?